Good afternoon. It's Wednesday, the 26th of May. I'm back in the reading nook with a nice hot cup of tea and a cat who is not ours, but is very friendly. And it's a grey, overcast day, but quite mild. I've got some parcels to dig into, so let's get to it. So, this is the first one. It's from Waterstones. So, I'm going to disappoint you by this not being a gaming unboxing, because sometimes I like to read books that aren't games. So put that open, okay, and reach in just randomly for one of these, because there are two books in here. So let's get the first one out. Just get hold of it. Okay. Right. This is the Premonition, a pandemic story by Michael Lewis. He's the author of The Big Short, who's you may have seen the film adaptation. You may have read the book. I haven't. I will admit. I only started reading Michael Lewis with The Turning Point, which is his book about the transition between the Obama and Trump presidencies, and that's a fascinating subject in itself. It's worth reading, really, to get some idea of what the transition is like between governments, or basically administrations, I should say. This one, okay, is about the basically the preparation for the pandemic. So if you excuse me, I'll just carry on whilst you get distracted by the cat, and well, we both get distracted by the cat. He's very cute, by the way. Don't know his name, but he seems to have adopted us. So, it's foreboding, she said, and knowing that something is looming around the corner, like how when the seasons change, you can smell fall in the air right before the leaves change and the wind turns to cold. In January 2020, as people started dying from a new virus in Wuhan, China, few really understood the magnitude of what was happening, except, that is, a small group of scientific misfits who in their different ways have been obsessed all their lives with how viruses spread and replicated, and with why governments and institutions that were supposed to look after us kept making the same mistakes again and again. The group that saw what nobody else did. A pandemic was coming. We weren't prepared. The Premonition is an extraordinary story of a group who anticipated, traced and hunted the coronavirus, who understand the need to think differently, to learn from history, to question everything, to do all this fast in order to act, to save lives, community, society itself. It's a story about the workings of human mind with the failures and triumphs of human judgment and imagination. It's a story of how we got to now. So it's timely. And of course the thing is, the pandemic is still going on. We are in the process of vaccinating where we can, and still dealing with the ongoing effects in various countries around the world. So you will expect to see numerous books, television programs, films, documentaries, and there have already been some coming out exploring and showcasing what happened in the past year and a half, more or less, which makes the stories very immediate. After reading the Turning Point, where Michael Lewis' last book, I saw this coming out and I heard him talking about the radio, and I thought, I want to read this because I enjoyed the Turning Point, and this. Let's just have a look. This is signed. It's not much of a signature, I have to say. But then again, if you're signing all those things, you do sort of let it turn into a swirl. I'm looking forward to reading this. I think this will be an interesting exploration of essentially figures who were involved in the initial planning and then weren't, and that's what the story is kind of about. And then how essentially, certainly, people had to adapt. And again, basically, was it the turning point? Basically, just trying to look down the list. The fifth risk. Sorry, the fifth risk is that when I talk about the turning point, I'm talking about the fifth risk. My apologies. That was really interesting and engaging read, so I'm hoping to get the same from this. It's just out. It's going on my reading pile, but as you can imagine, my reading pile is quite high, especially as I keep buying new role-playing games to read and new paperbacks, so new hardbacks, because I do like a good hardback. So yeah, I look forward to reading this. You won't see me review this because I don't have time. This will be read for interest and pleasure. Right, well, thank you very much for watching another unboxing in the Nook. I do appreciate you taking the time to watch these, and I will be back soon with another one. If you've enjoyed this, then please do click the like button down below. If you've got any comments or feedback, I do take the time to read them and respond. Appreciate you taking the time to add them, and of course, if you want to see more videos of me sat out here, then please do click the subscribe button again. Alright, thanks again for watching. Bye for now.